Is this thing on? Hello? Microphone. Greetings, everyone. How are you? How are you doing? Oh, I forgot to turn that picture off. It's okay. Actually, I don't mind. I don't mind it being there. If it gets in the way, we'll move it. But people can ask me questions and stuff if they want to. They'll see it. They'll see it. We're running 2 hours late. It's better than 4 hours late. My kiddo decided that she's on her opposite sleep schedule, so instead of sleeping during the day, or sleeping at night, she's sleeping during the day. And yeah, so it's been an interesting week. Sick all last week. Reverse schedule this week. We'll make it work. Hopefully, this character look thing won't be too much for her. We'll see how it goes. I might have to stop like halfway. We'll see how far we get. But I have some glitter from an old company, and we're going to use Vampire Cosmetics for the look for the majority of everything else, if I can. I want to use everything Vampire Cosmetics, but I don't even know if we'll use the glitter. We'll see. It's not really necessary for what we're doing. But we're probably going to kill the greens out of this King Cake palette from the company. And yeah, other than that, we're just chilling, hanging out, playing with makeup and holiday cheer. And yeah, I even have like fun jingle jangly things on my desk right now, so we're getting there. We're getting into the spirit. One of the first things that I have already done is I put a layer of it's baby oil gel. You can use baby oil or moisturizer or whatever really that you like to use as a moisturizer on your face, and I just put a layer on my face before I got on so that it had a minute to kind of soak in so it wasn't greasy, but that way I had like a layer between the makeup itself and the skin so it doesn't stain. I haven't had any of these pigments stain my skin yet, but I'm always cautious when it comes to doing like full face. Alright, so let us see. I pretty much got everything out early before I got on tonight, which helps a decent bit. And I've officially got the export thing set up, so these will be exported over to YouTube at some point. But yeah, I think we're going to just start with getting the green onto my face. I'm actually going to start with the yellow. And the reason for that is coverage and lighting. So, trying to decide here. I think we're going to use this blender brush. I'm going to clean the bottom of it off a little bit, because y'all know how sponges are. It's not really a brush, it is a sponge. It's had a little bit of regular concealer, well, not really concealer, but highlighter on the bottom. And I just don't want it to contaminate over. Is this going to loop, like, non-stop? It is. Oh my goodness, I cannot handle that. Hold on. There we go. I clicked the wrong one is what happened. Much better. Just wanted something jazzy and fun and not to pause it or it to flip out. Oh me oh my. Dropping frames like crazy. And hopefully we are back on Twitch. There we go. Okay. So, like I was saying, we are going to start with a generic teardrop blender and some yellow. we're going to aim, let's see, I'm going to use the point and kind of decide between these two shades. Because one is quite a bit brighter. One's a little more tan. I think we're going to go with grass. I think that's how you say it. Either that or it splits. I've got to check. Yeah, it's got to be the ones underneath. Because that's doubloons, and doubloons are going to be gold, not purple. So, yeah. So this is Bouffe-Gras. It's French. I can't pronounce French very well, I'm sorry. I'm happy to learn if anyone wants to teach me. I do like to learn, especially languages. But I'm just going to take this yellow and start kind of covering my entire face. Because that's what we do with character looks, is we cover everything. It's a lot of fun, actually. And this should really help with some of the, like, blemishes that I have. It's also going to make me look really sick for a minute. But this can be a really thin layer. Just making sure it's even more than anything else. I was half tempted to go ahead and split this into 2 looks. But I don't feel quite comfortable doing that yet. We'll get there. But I feel like these are very extreme looks. To try and do like Little Cindy Lou Who or something on the other side. And if I had like an 8-hour stream worth of time, I might. But I think I'd get too frustrated trying to do it too quick. So I could be wrong. And it could actually be what I should be doing. In the sense of, like, I won't be frustrated over symmetry? Words? I also have some hair chalk that we're gonna probably throw into my hair. My original plan had been to go get some, like, cotton balls and some spirit gum, or at least a new tube of lash glue, and do a, like, whole fuzzy look. But this week has just been horrendous on, like, goals versus actually what we accomplished, so we're just taking it as it is and rolling with it. Switch gears here. Actually relatively, like, it is a yellow, but it is also kind of green. It's like highlighter yellow green. Very obvious that it's on my face, at least. Pull something up real quick here. give myself a nice reference photo because I hadn't grabbed that yet. There we go, maybe we'll do this one with the smile. Maybe, we'll see. It's the only thing I probably should have done is left space for, like, if I'm going to do cartoon eyes. But that's okay. There we go. That's a decent coverage on the face itself. We'll go ahead and drag some of this down into the neck. Right now I feel like I'm just going to be the Wicked Wizard of Oz. Melting. Melting. Alright, and this is where I'm in too much space, so I'm going to grab an older... I don't even ever really use this brush anymore, so I should probably give it a nice little wipe down. Stagnant bag dust and stuff. get any loose fibers and stuff out of there too. But this is a foundation brush, like a liquid foundation brush, I think. There we go, much better. Definitely had plenty of loose fibers in it, sadly. But this is a much older brush. It's part of why I'm using it tonight, so if it gets destroyed, I don't care. Alrighty, so now that that's cleaned out, get it coated in the correct color. Name this book quote. Okay. That's not fair because I don't know which one that is out of. I can tell you what series it's from because it's from Dune. I want to say it's the first one. I would assume that it's the first one, but I don't know where the breaks are anymore. This isn't working like I wanted it to. Thicker brush. Thicker foundation brush. Or contour brush, I guess. He sounds like she's having fun down there. You win a prize you can collect later. Bye! I think we're gonna dampen my skin here. Let it hold on to the color a little bit better off the brush. Paint. Drum, 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 away she is. Have her pulled up on my monitor here. Paying attention to the screen and not where I was brushing paint. give myself a little once over with this. Again, aiming for kind of consistent smoothness. I'll worry about the other ear when we're, or and like most of the ear whenever we're a little closer to that. Alright, so trying to figure out the best way I want to go about this. I really meant to go and get a Santa Claus hat, as I haven't had one for a minute. I might have one somewhere, but I don't know if it made the move. It's the real issue. This man. I love this man. I'm still gonna put some chapstick on my lips because they're driving me crazy right now. Or at least some balm, gloss, something. What is this? For right now. It's glittery. It is our Cobweb gloss from the Amy Brown set of fairies. And she's probably a little hard to see on here, but these are really, really pretty. Because it's straight up the poster artwork, just smack on the bottle. But get some shea butter into my lips. Because this El Nino we have had over here in the Americas has been making things horribly dry and much warmer than it normally is. So I've not been very happy with it, but we're surviving on it. So yeah, we're going to start digging in with some darker green, some real green, not yellow green. Yeah. We'll draw like a wonky fucking smile and all of that on with the other stuff, right? So just start going at it. We're gonna go with the darker one, with the darker green rather. So this is called Float, and it is just a matte. I actually used this the other day for the Hollyberry look. It could fit this entire palette of green. So we want to give the illusion of these like really big cheeks. So we're going really, really rough first, because it's also going to be like this little itty bitty nose, so. And technically the neck is supposed to be this little teeny tiny thing, so we'll probably just go ahead and clean that up in a minute, but I should have thought about that. This gives us some room to blend and stuff too. Oh, I guess I should swap us over into beauty and stuff instead of just sitting and just chatting. I forgot that I did that earlier. There we go. I'm just gonna kind of blend what I have in here. Boogie with the stiggity bitties. Hello. How are you, sir? Are you feeling Grinchy this holiday season? It's been a minute. It's been a good minute. One of these days I'll remember that I can just like flip-flop the ears. And of course we have a really like cartoony dome top going in here, right? I realized I could probably just do this. Try and keep myself kind of consistent. So I'll probably fill some of that in with black, or at least a dark brown or something, to help give more of the shape in there. Yeah, get that Baldur's Gate on. How was work? Hopefully not too bad. I know it's holiday season, so that's probably unlikely, but... but always hopeful. I've been slowly plastering my face green for this Grinch look. think the nose will probably be the hardest part for this. But maybe not. I have a really similarly shaped nose as long as I cartoon the top. So we'll see. I also gotta, like, make this all really flat looking. Pull the monitor back up because the screen went off. And make sure my kiddo is not trying to climb into the Christmas tree. She's probably in her ball pit. Yep, that's exactly where she is. She's playing in her ball pit. And see, he doesn't even really have ears, so I'll just like pull my hair down around them. We'll do some hair adjustment to help sell the look. There we go. Progress. You gotta trust the process, right? That's how this works? Pretty sure it's how this works. And we'll draw our eyes all up in here. I think we'll make it work. Let's see. I feel like this can blend just a bit more. Maybe bring it up a little on this side so it's a little more even. But yeah, we are definitely making some progress. I haven't done a cartoon character like this, I don't think ever. So I'm really interested to see how it comes out because I honestly have no clue what it's gonna look like. There we go. I think I'll go ahead and pull out a black, just because I know exactly where one is. And do that fill in a bit too, and then we'll continue on detail. Because it'll help me visualize it myself a bit better. Go. All right. Yeah, let's definitely grab that black and kind of trace out the rest of it because I'm probably not going to go further down. I'll probably go find my other shirt or something, for photo stuff, I can grab the Withering Heights palette, which has a black right on the front cover, or front page rather. And we'll just grab a light medium. What is this? This is my 407, sorry, angled shadow brush from Sedona Lace that I've had for forever and ever and ever. And just start filling it in. I'm not gonna go too crazy, because again, we're doing camera facing. Not like I'm walking around with this. I don't have to get this like super solid right now, because we are kind of just like baselining everything out. So just getting kind of like a layer of it down will help me see better. It'll probably help you all see better on camera too. There we go. Much cleaner line if nothing else. Again, just to kind of help take the distraction out. It'll also help when I pull my hair down over those ears. Like, I don't have to go ham on my ears, but this will just help shade them and hide them a bit. Because then you'll just, like, not have as much highlight from where the light bounces. Like, I can kind of come in a little more even just to give it a really dramatic look. Again, I don't have to be perfect here because I'm just kind of mapping things, but it'll save me a little bit of time that I go ahead. Hmm. There we go. That down. It's actually just really kind of like a little wonky triangle here. Maybe grab a little more finite of a brush here. Only need the angled brush yet. And that is a glued down brush on one side. There we go, just a little blender brush. But it's a little smaller. Or not really smaller, just, I don't know. Different shape. Help kind of finish building this curve into my hairline. I'm not worried too much about up here because I am gonna do like the green, like I'll pull all my like baby hairs out and do the green hair chalk. I don't care that's wonky because it is a Dr. Seuss. So it should be a little wonky. I feel like that's looking good. Alright, so now let's start going really heavy in with the darker green, and then we'll start highlighting back out things. So I'm using an actual eyeshadow brush now, and I'm going back in with the Floats shade from the Cake palette. And I'm going to start packing that where I want it to be really, really vibrant. That jawline really hard, and then once we get all the color in place, take the eyeliner and give it the comic book cartoony lines. That's doing right. Starting to really get that jawline to look a little bit better. This is one of the things I'm always really, really amazed with people. Is A, they remember to do things like doing the black on both sides of their neck. But B, they are just a lot of cartoon face painter type people are really good at making themselves look like a flat piece of paper. Like, I'm not a makeup artist by any means. Kind of learning, I guess, but not as a professional sense. And yeah, like I don't understand how they do it. It's amazing to me. Skill over time for sure, right? For sure. And like, I've liked to play with makeup for a long time, don't get me wrong, but I also know that like trained professional, I should say. Because you can be a professional without going and getting professional training at anything, and just like you said, skill over time. But I know that they go through some hell and high water. Whereas I personally am a product designer for a makeup company who really likes to play with the makeup. And it's been really fun to kind of get back into like cosplay and stuff by going more makeup based instead of like fabric and everything. It's been an interesting experience to say the least, because sometimes it does not come out the way you're hoping it to. Switch to the other brush now. The lines kind of figured out. I think in our picture it kind of tapers off to a point-ish, or of a triangle. I hope you're doing well today. Welcome back into, or well, welcome into chat. I believe back into chat, since it didn't pop with a first-time chatter. It's been a minute since I've been on, so please forgive me. Things have been wild, and I'm horrible with names. And things got really crazy this week, not just with work, but having been sick all last week, and then appointments. It's just been a rough one. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Like this jazzy Christmas music is starting to get kind of Charlie Brownie themed. Okay, that should be good enough for now. Back in with the greens. We're gonna add that kind of next layer of like fuzzy jawline. Oh, that's right, that's right. I just forgot that that was your username. See, I told you I'm bad with names. It is calming. It's nice. It's been nice. As long as it doesn't put me to sleep, we'll be good. But I drank a monster not long before starting, so we'll probably be okay. I appreciate that you hang out and lurk, though. I do. I don't know if you've caught it. One of our other classmates is in my Discord. I'll give you a hint. She did Taekwondo with me. Kind of adding these wrinkles in for depth. Nothing that has to be any kind of perfect. Kind of got some up in the eyebrow area too, because we're gonna go over highlighter and then we'll detail some stuff, so. Use that scowl to get some natural shape too. Yeah, yep, that'd be her. I'm still in trust the process phase. Blend, blend, blend. think that we are going to start adding our actual shade of like overpaint green. And to do that, we're going to use our concealer brush like we were using earlier. And we're going to switch over to Go Cup, which is this really nice bright green. Again, same palette, King Cape palette, but we're just going to tap this over the top of everything. And don't worry, we'll definitely be doing my lips. Kind of giving myself space to do the eyes. We'll utilize my natural brows since they are accommodating. In color and shape if I fluff them out. Get a little bit of our dark shade here and just touch up. Alright, there we go. Definitely got the undershades everywhere. Now I'm going to take a older, make sure it's clean enough. Yeah, older angled brush. Go back in with that dark green called Float. And start actually drawing in some of these lines. I'm impressed we've only been going for an hour, and I'm pretty close to done again. So I feel like we'll hit that 2-hour mark and be right at it. I just throw the brush. Oh yeah, it landed on my little blanket down there, but I'm gonna grab a wipe and give it a nice little clean off. Sanitary purposes. A little rubbing alcohol wipe. As well. I guess I technically should have done the black up into this, but that's okay. I can always go back over it, right? We learn. Get that smile shading in there as well. Realizing that I kind of misshaped the first time, which is why I do under shading before I do a top shade so often anyways. other side. Actually, kind of towards the nose there. I might switch from this angled brush to something else that's starting to drive me crazy. Maybe to a liner brush. Just a little more control. Yeah, let's switch brushes. It'll help. I'm gonna go to a liner brush, straight liner brush. Like little hairy flicks, right? Since we're going to go over a lot of these lines with black, we can kind of get messy with them. Kind of flicking the brush back and forth with no product on it to blend. Alright, let's do crease lines on the forehead. There we go. Focus on some blending here. Again, just taking the brush and kind of going like up and down over the top of stuff really lightly. kind of shape the eyes a little bit more. Actually end up being a nice green. Because we're going for this like teardrop shaped eye thing. Almost time to go over the majority of this with some yellow, some really bright yellow highlight, and then we'll start drawing in lines, which I think will really change the look. But we'll get the white eye shape in there first, and the little blue dots. Because you're supposed to look kind of concerned. Before we do that, I'm going to take this older blender brush thing and just kind of pull some stuff off the top, some of the dusty stuff. Help blend a little bit. Here we go. And I think we're gonna grab the black and fix chin shape just a bit here. Make it a little more character obvious. Looks a lot better. About there. Our bigger, fluffier brush and just use it to help blend the chin in. Alrighty, and then I'm gonna grab my big foundation brush that still has the dark green on it, give it a little touch more. And again, just blending shadow, really. I might have gone a little thick, but I think that works. Alright. Let's do the lip next. I'm gonna take this gloss off. And unfortunately, I don't have a green lipstick, like whatsoever. There's some blues and stuff like that, but nothing that will work perfectly for this, so we're just gonna stick with the shadow. With the shadow. So, what I am going to do is grab a more nude-ish color. This red. Maybe it's Oddity. From the Winchester line, yeah. So it's not really like brown or anything. It's like just like a skin tone pinky nude. And I'm going really thin because I'm not really going for color. I'm going for like a not gonna rub off base to put that shadow onto. And then also giving my lips protection from said base, or from said eyeshadow. Words got hard. From the eyeshadow. I'm also, for like pictures and stuff, gonna have my eyes shut, so just a little reference. So, and this is just the angled brush from earlier. Our lighter shade of green. Really going to town on it. Yeah, I feel like that works. Alright, so now I'm going to grab the fluffier brush from earlier. I'm just going to give it a quick wipe off to get some of that darker green back off of it. Doesn't have to be completely clean. Grab our lighter green. Fill in some of these patchy spots. And I've just about killed the lighter green. I see pan at the bottom. Alright, after we finish filling in this green, we'll start the eyes, which means I'm going to take a baby wipe and clean off some of what's there, not a lot. And then I'll dig out a white to use. I'll probably use a shimmery one, just because I'm kind of lazy and don't feel like digging out a whole other palette for a matte one, but we'll see. Actually, I know where a matte one is. That'll be quick to get to. That'll be okay. Alright, so fresh baby wipe. Set these dirty brushes to the side because they probably won't be much help at this point. Maybe this eyeliner brush can come back and help us out. I might have to grab a different one. Set it kind of to the side. Give my hand a nice wet down. Wipe down. Supposed to come down a little further here. And all I'm doing is wrapping the baby wipe tightly around and using my finger to help me draw that line back out. Sure, there's some like fallout, yeah, hidden. That gives me room for like touch-ups, so that works. This is where it gets tricky because it's got to be pseudo even. Well, if I've learned anything with this, besides where to lay out black shading for some of it, it's that I really like these shades of green on my skin. Which I'm olive complected, so greens usually look okay on me. They're usually a go-to. I have pretty much always worn some shade of green, and you can ask people in chat that have known me for a long time, and they can tell you. But it's been a staple, and now I found this another set that I like, and I've almost killed them tonight. Cool, there we go. Like I said, I can make the like hard lines from the green. I have an itch. I can fix those after we lay out the eyes themselves. So let's grab a white. I'll set this king cake palette aside for now. Pretty sure, let's see. If it's not in here, it's in the other one. Nope, you're like a skin tone peach color. So back to the Amy Brown palette. We've been using this one a lot here for a minute too. Fun, shimmery, glittery Amy Brown Fairies palette. This is Bubble Rider palette. Let's grab a smaller detailing styled type of brush. Usually I would use a specific packing brush for this, but it's currently dirty with red in it, so I'm not even gonna go that direction. In fact, I'm gonna make sure whichever brush I use is got no hidden pigment in it, if I can help it. And I think I'm gonna use this angled brush, because it should be good. Yeah, I'm not getting much pigment out of it. So this is just an angled Sephora brush. Sedona lace brush. Sorry, it's the 561. Just a thin one. Spraying this one down to get it wet. Chester, there's a whole freaking entire platform for that, and Twitch ain't it. So I'm gonna time you out, and you can go find my socials and all of that stuff if you want that kind of thing. But it's not Twitch. Twitch ain't it. So now we're going to go ahead and drop that white into the negative space that I cleaned out of the green around my eye. Which, with it being wet, might take it a minute to even like kind of show back up. And you know, I say that Twitch ain't it, but this stream ain't it. Like, I'm doing the Grinch makeup, really? Like, you know. First of all. And I'm fully aware that they recently changed and stuff, but I haven't gone all the way through that. And, yeah. It's not what we're about. At least not here. So, and this white shade is called Float, out of the Amy Brown palette, by the way. Realized I didn't say that earlier. White is probably the hardest for me in the sense of consistency. Like it not looking caked on. And I think part of that's because I like to use powders over like a gel base. Listening to my husband talk about OG Baywatch, Jason Momoa. We both had the realization that he was a Baywatch boy long before he was what we thought he was, which was Stargate Atlantis. I really thought that was his big break. I had no clue because I was not a Baywatch person. I'm gonna switch eyes and let this one kind of dry. See if we can't get some more balance after another layer. Really excited to start grabbing some stuff to start doing some more effects makeup, which we will have coming up. I know that my schedule says 10 across the board, but it is very tentative with my 2-year-old. However, my schedule is posted on Instagram, and on there, I believe it's for the day or so before Christmas, the Tuesday or Thursday before Christmas, we're going to do a more effects-ish style look. We're going to do a Sugar Plum Nightmare look. And I think what I'm going to do with it is have like a Sugar Plum Fairy that's got like, I don't know, ice growing out of her in certain spots. I'm not entirely sure yet. We're figuring it out. Not really aiming for like straight horror aesthetic, but just like, this isn't the normal kind of thing. Like I said, I hate doing whites like this. I can never quite get them that smooth, but we'll get there eventually. What else do we have coming up? I'm trying to think of what week it is. I think our next stream, next Tuesday, as long as things go according to plan, is our next recreate look, where I'm going to recreate a just like little winter snow look that I did back in 2015. We'll have a Yule party on the 21st, because I do believe that that is a Tuesday or a Thursday. I think it's Thursday. And we'll have our lovely Christmas, of course, just hang out. I may or may not be online that day. That just really depends on how our day goes. Grab this this clean brush and kind of brush off and blend some of this and see how that looks. But yeah, so doing that and just kind of rolling with the punches otherwise. But I think that's close to it for our holiday season. We'll have a goodbye 2023 party as well. I gotta let that finish drying a little bit, but that looks a lot better already. Some of this is shading on my face, like the shape of my face, making it difficult. Maybe go a little heavier right through here. Because I have dark circles, so kind of needs that extra help, I feel like. Cool, we'll let that dry. And then we'll really go back into shape. I can put this brown palette up, Amy Brown palette up, I feel like, for now. Just set it aside so that if I do need more white, I can grab it quickly. And actually, before I put up that palette, I should probably do my eyelashes. And I'm not expecting to get them perfect because I do not have a white mascara. But what I am going to do is take a eyebrow wax and actually not coating like normal. I'm going to coat them kind of down since my eyes will be closed. and just making sure I get a decent coating of that eyebrow wax on there. I will now dust with my eye closed and going downward with a powdery brush. Here we go. Really help disguise them just a bit. Tried to poke my eyeball there. Big brush, or fluffier brush. Eye closed, push it down. Yeah, I feel like that's working. Okay, cool. So I'm done with the white. Close up the Amy Brown palette. I'm gonna grab my angled brush here again and the green and go ahead and clean up the shape of the eye. Which we're kind of aiming for like a big slant here. So I'm going to grab the darker shade. We can always go back. And because this brush is still kind of damp, it will give me some help. Also remembering that my eyes will be shut to display, so I'll go ahead and shut my eyes, and I'll go ahead and just go ahead and get this sprayed wet too. Might as well. Kind of block off the shape a little bit more. Have to go in with the white and fix that point, but that's okay. Gotta get my brush wet again. We're gonna go back over some of these other shading lines now that they've kind of naturally settled. Almost done. Give some nose bit of detail. And now we're going to go over that nose space wet with some of the brighter green just to finish touching it up. I might have gotten that way wetter than I intended to. What up? Sean? Swan? 9664, welcome in. Thank you. I'm glad that you think this is pink. Been painting myself green for right at 2 hours now. We're getting really close to done, too. I wanted to go classic. Feel like it shows. Hope you're doing well. Just been going at it for a minute. It's probably hyper-focusing when you came in, not gonna lie. Some deadbeat set on it. Get a little bit more of that dark green. Oop, I sprayed myself into the brush. Trying to use my natural nose shape because I feel like it's kind of similar to his little scrunchy looking one. feel like after the black highlight lines that we're going to do, that'll be perfect. Doesn't have to be phantasmic right now. Finally, what we're going to do with greens is actually going to be a yellow, and we're going to highlight, and then we're going to put the little blue eyes, and it'll line everything up. So let's see. I'm going to use the same pigmenty brush that I used for the white, just because it's already lighter colored and clean. And I'm going to grab, what is this? Zydeco, which is a really bright yellow. And we're just going to dust this like it's a highlighter. Everywhere that it's needed to shape the character's face. The Grinch's face. This should also help with blend. Get that nice and stacked in there. Yo. I almost forgot that I actually need to semi-shape my eyebrows, because they're supposed to be kind of like a straight line up here. So we'll make sure we go back in with some black and just kind of I like it. That's better. Nice amount of highlight. Without being like, ooh, make it in your face. We'll grab that black and we'll fix those brows real quick. So Wuthering Heights palette from Vampire Cosmetics. Then again, what isn't from Vampire Cosmetics? From me. And these have no business being very super perfect. The brows. I'll just have to come in here with some more green. Grabbing a winged brush. Go ahead and get that wet too, why not? Oop, another spray. One more time with the lettuce. And at this point, I'm just kind of trying to mess up my natural brown, cover it. Fact, grab a Q-tip and kind of push them up. Make them kind of fluffy within that black shadow. Yeah, okay, cool. Go back into the King Pick palette and we're gonna grab that highlight again. Wherever I put the brush I was using for it. Did it drop? Didn't think it dropped. Gotten like white eyeshadow and liquid everywhere, but that's okay. Huh. Well, here's my other brow brush. This is like a solid plasticky thing. Just give it a little touch there, but I'm still looking for the brush I'm using. It's kind of bothering me. Oh, this is the brush I was using. It's just not normal. It's normally got like lavender tip, and I kind of forgot that I covered it in green. Alright, so we're gonna go back under with the highlight, which is that yellow, the very bright Zydeco color. Zydeco? Zydeco. And particularly on the brow. Just pack that color into and on top of the hair. In fact, some eyebrow wax is not uncalled for. Make this all sit really nice and flat against my skin. Make sure I get all the green off of my eyebrow wax brush container applicator. Now I'll probably grab well, maybe not. I was thinking I might grab a winged brush to get in between here, but it's almost not necessary. Can go over it with the light green to go cup color. Just packing. Trying to blend more than anything else. Really wish I had a Santa hat for this. It would be perfect. Alright, a little more highlight. Cleaning out that winged brush. Highlight yellow. Zigga. Zitiga. Happy place, thank you. Maurice, I really could care less what you think of my body type. I am literally doing the Grinch. You should not be finding me attractive right now. That's kind of how it works. Like, the Grinch isn't really meant to be an attractive figure. We're also really not fat. I mean, cameras add weight and shit, but sure. Whatever makes you happy. Well, hello, happy place. Welcome in. I think we're pretty much set. Might have to touch the lips up a little bit, but I've got plenty excess color on like extended brushes. And I just need to put the little blue dots and then line everything. And this should be pretty much set. I also love that you couldn't even spell "and," right? Like, you had a typo. I know it's a whole letter. Big deal, but it's just hilarious to me. So I'm going to use 2 colors, maybe. Actually, probably just one. Angelic Eyes, for sure. Maybe, what is this? Isabella, which is like a darker blue, purple color. But, I'll just leave that down there for now. I don't need it. I'm going to clean out one of my liner brushes, which has the green still somewhat in it from earlier. And then draw our little ovals, and they're supposed to be kind of center, like towards the center of the nose. So we're gonna aim for that and see how it goes. This is like going to be this, and lining everything will be the devastating part. Right, so that I don't go too far down trying to get the detail in there, I'm gonna pop this mirror open. Find somewhere stable to kind of put my hand. We're just going for a relatively simple little oval. Should probably have my eyes shut because my eyes will be shut. Yeah, we actually might go ahead and put some of the darker blue in there too, just to make it more visible. Since it's a shiny, this is a shimmer blue. But we'll put this down first. And now for the fun part, trying to make it even on the other side. Yay! Alright, it's about time to make the character really come to life. But I do think that deeper blue is a little necessary. Diving into Isabella on the back page of the Wuthering Heights palette. I'm just going to try to shade in from the outside so that it has some depth. Maybe not. Oh, I know why. Helps if I respray my brush so that it's actually wet. Because I've not broken into this color, so it's got the hard press still attached to it. And dry pigment doesn't seem to like to stick to wet pigment already on the face so well, at least in my experience. Partially because I don't use like melted water, I just use regular water. Actually, we're just gonna go right over the top because it's giving the right shade for his eyes, because his eyes are really more like a cobalt blue. So I think I'll do this and then put another layer of the angel eyes on top. Instead of trying to go the other way around. I probably should have started with the dark like I normally do. But I was hopeful. Yeah, let's give it just a touch of the angel's eye, at least in the center. Just help brighten it back up just a smidge. Kind of give it a good highlight spot. Alright, I think it's time to line everything, guys. So I'm going to take just a second here. We're actually going to take this brush kind of tap in a couple places here that aren't super blended. And we're going to take the massive stack of dirty brushes and get rid of them so that they can actually go get cleaned for a change. They should be way more often than they ever are. And I keep throwing them on the floor instead. Into the bag of stuff that needs to be cleaned. Pop that over here. Put my shadow palettes up. And palette up. Don't drop them, bats. Trying to drop them, but I won't. And I'm just gonna give everything a quick little wipe down in front of me. So my desk kind of got turned to green here. Can't imagine why my desk would be turning green all of a sudden. Probably go ahead and get my hands once over too. And at most, I might actually need like this one back to touch up my lips, maybe. Just go ahead. Leave it out to have. And actually, the other thing I want to do before we do my liner, so that I don't mess anything up, is I'm going to take the butter. Make sure I'm getting just my hair here, or at least try to. We're going to end up taking the hair around my ears to be in a better spot as well, rather than messing with painting my ears black. I just feel like it's a little excessive. But I have hair chalk. And I have no clue how well it will work in my hair. So we're going to play with it. Give him his little frazzy hair. See if I can't get like some like detail. Hey, hey, hey. I'm really close to done. I need to line it up. What do you think so far? No, it's not my normal makeup by any means. I look too happy to be. I'm supposed to be the Grinch at the end where he's like holding the Christmas ornament at the top. I should have put the picture up. It's the end of the Grinch. Let's see. This one. My problem is I don't have any of the Santa gear. Before I go any further on my list, I'm just gonna grab my Dark Passages colored Winchester lip pins. Works. Alright. I pretty much just need to do my eyes, and we should be set. Welcome in. Thank you for the sub. Good morning. Right? Morning, yeah. Late. We hope you're having a good one so far. I am so close to done with this look. Doing the Grinch is a lot of fun. And really out of my wheelhouse. Ooh, even better. You can't really beat a cuppa and a bowl. No! I'll have to go touch that up. The worst time is inking anything, right? Yeah, that's part of why I went with the like happier Grinch rather than going like straight angry. I thought it would be a fun challenge to go full shape shift, you know? We'll definitely touch up that little white line that I messed up there, but we'll get there. We'll get it fixed. My bot is also not nearly so amazing as yours is, and I need you to message me what that is, because I would really like to use it. I think it's brilliant. But let's shout out Ellie. We need to give Ellie all the love. If you haven't followed Ellie, Ellie is absolutely amazing. She's a amazing streamer. She does a really great job. She's always hitting it up on Warzone and other things. So definitely go drop her in and become a part of the HUD. How am I feeling after today? I'm still up. Yeah, I am still up. Yeah, so I've been doing good today for the most part. Better than I was last week. It's still been a little all over the place because work has been a little hectic, but not too bad. Things just got some delays and stuff like that, unfortunately. Like with some of the strikes and stuff going on, so it's been an interesting shift in the week, to be saying the least, because we fully support a lot of what's going on with like our shipping group and all of that. But it makes us have to reevaluate our space just a bit. Smidge. I also started like way later than I intended to, but I'm okay with that. Largely because Robin has been up, like, she went to bed super late. Like, Robin went to bed probably around when Leo got off of COD with you yesterday. Yeah, it really is cool. Yeah, no, please do. Definitely. Owe it to her, Miss Babs, definitely. We will go ahead and give her a shout out and everything, because that bot is really cool. The fact that it goes in and grabs like legitimate context from people's streams and then converts it is just awesome. Let's try this. Ooh, ooh, ooh. There we go, maybe? Yeah, there we go. See, right now mine's just branded to the channel. Keeping things fantastic around here. I'm having to kind of get low to balance my elbow on the desk here. Alright, I think just go around the little circles and we'll be solid. Color! Hello, Wonder! How are you? I've been following your Instagrams and stuff and watching you go through your roller coaster. I hope you're doing okay today. Oh, see, I didn't know it was customizable too. I like that. Yeah, I like that. That's gonna be so cool. Hello, Wonder! I'm so glad to see you. I'm, like, nervous to do this one. What the heck? Okay. Sure, have fun with that. I'll just time you out, because that's actually slightly hilarious. But I haven't played Fortnite in a hot minute, so that's not gonna happen. We definitely ain't gonna date. It's hard to switch up after being laid out, isn't it? Getting back into work. I've been doing good other than the last, like, this past week I was just sick. The whole household was too. It was bad. But all things considered, I really can't complain since you've seen me. I've graduated school and gotten my job with the cosmetic company, and so things have been really, really good. I cannot complain overall. Yeah, see, and that's how I was. Like, it's been bad, man. Like, and it was like I had a flu, and then I had a stomach bug, and then I had flu again, like a cold, or it was just like, it was back and forth. It caused me to have a migraine, which caused me to get sick at a dentist appointment, so I didn't get to actually have the dentist appointment. Like, it was just bad. But yeah, very, very exciting stuff has been happening, so I can't complain. I have a new computer coming in sometime this month, beginning of next month, whenever it gets shipped out, and like, yeah, things have just been good. Outside of the healthcare stuff that I've seen and know is going on, how have you and the family been? I think he just needs his eyelashes, guys. Uh-oh, what's the 15-year-old doing? I was a horrible teenager compared to what people should be. Good. I'm glad to hear that. What's his name? I didn't know he was in a new role as well. That's good. That's wonderful. It can kind of thicken this side. It can kind of go down. While I very much approve of the first part of that, the end of it is not acceptable because you have to have the balance if you want to be able to do what you want. So I get that. 15-year-olds, man, like I remember me at 15. I wouldn't have wanted to be my parent. I'm scared of being Robin's parent at that age. Oh, that one will be a whole new world. Our daughter was recently, as in like this past week, actually, confirmed autistic, and so we will be starting her therapy for that. We've already been back and forth like speech therapy and stuff. And she's very obviously like not low functioning, like she's very, very much okay, but um she ranked very high on intellectual and on the social skills, which is kind of normal and expected out of that. And so that's been our other focus here lately. And man, her ups and downs have been like all over the place on days, but she doesn't have like angry days. Like that's her whole thing is she doesn't really like get angry. She's almost always happy. And now right now her whole thing is singing Christmas carols. Like she can't get the words quite out. She's trying and she's really close, and that's why she's got to go back to speech therapy. That's how we found out about the autism. Is she doesn't really have an impediment. She just can't get the words out. She knows them. She seems to know them. She can't get them out. So, so listening to her try to sing Jingle Bells is freaking adorable. I'll have to get some recordings of it eventually. Well, I didn't do that one super great, but that's okay. And then this last one is kind of as tall. There we go. We'll just draw them out. Yeah, see, and like that was my thing. Like I was gone a lot. 14 to 18, I was like hardly ever home. Well, wow, with the raid! Hello! How was your stream, sir? Thank you so much. Yeah, the social skills are the rough part. They really, really are. Wow, welcome in, raiders. Hello, everyone. Hi, I'm the Grinch. At the end, when his heart is happy. I don't know when that was the goal. Hello, my name is Batty Goth. I am the product designer for Vampire Cosmetics, and I stream to demo our products and have fun and have a social life while I work. So I hope y'all are all having a wonderful fun. Yeah, you're here to bust my bunker. Giggity. Yeah, all the OGs up in here are Color with Wonder. Ellie, well, wow. Of course, the King Leo Fire. Hello, welcome all. Welcome, thank you so much for hanging out. It's been 3 hours, and I am practically done. So this has taken me an hour longer than my usual looks, and I'm really proud of that, I'm not gonna lie. This is also the first, like, strictly drawn character I've done in a long time. I say, and this is only the second character look I've done this year, and in years. We did Baby Groot, or, well, not really Baby Groot, we did a Groot, a couple weeks ago. He's up on my Instagrams, as will this one. And we have some other stuff coming up as well, some other holiday looks. This is the only character look for this month. I'm probably only going to do one actual, well, I take that back, technically there's two. It's not really a character because it's not an existing character to do the Sugar Plum one, but it'll be more of a special effects look. Batty's gone. Batty is tied up, wrapped up under the tree. It's trunk-tastic. I love that, Ellie. I am so proud of you and all of your branding. I really am. The graphic and designer in me gets so happy about it. I think this is the Grinch, guys. I think I need to grab something to go over the top of my shirt and neck real quick. To roll it out a lot better. Because I really gotta get a Santa hat. But we'll try this. It's red. I can bunch it up, right? he has his whole thing where he's supposed to look fabulous too. So yeah, I really do need like a white fuzzy scarf. I don't really have a fuzzy white one though. It's a problem. And I don't have a Santa hat anymore either. I'm so frustrated. I thought I did. Went to find it. Had no luck. But this has some kind of fluff. I kind of need lederhosen. You can get me a white scarf, giggity. I definitely feel like a Whoville. Like when I smile and stuff. After hours, right? Just like, how do I look? Oh, goodness. I don't know how well y'all can hear me since I don't have the mic on me. And it's not the best mic, so let me know if I get way too quiet. But yeah. So let's see. I feel like this ends up working okay. I intended to grab a Santa hat today, and it just, like I said, this week hasn't happened, man. It's been a rough holiday season altogether, I feel like. And these are like, this is just one massive sleeve that I'm like trying to bundle up. Oh, it looks like maybe I've torn this too, which is kind of sad, but this is also like really cheap costume stuff. It's not anything massively worrisome. Maybe I can look regal. I feel like it came out good. I can't complain. This is also, I think, this first time I've painted my eyes white to do like an open eye look. I feel like it came out good. Yeah, I'm happy. I might not be the, like, quite exact shade of Grinch green, but it works. So there we go. I'll just have to edit hat on me, I guess, for, like, Instagram posts. Just looks funny. So yeah, so that's me. Let's pull up what all else is going on in the world for the rest of this month. Let me put my mic back on here. And I really do wish I had something white and fluffy. This is the problem with being off, is everything I own is like dark and moody. Leo can be my Cindy Lou Who. Yes. No, actually, that's what started this. I keep falling over because this chair is broken. That's actually what started this, was Shadow Serpents asked if I would do a Grinch. And she initially was going to try and do, I think, a Cindy Lou Who, or at least a Whoville character-looking inspired character. But her life has also been flipped upside down, so it didn't happen. It did not happen. I feel like I should just keep my eyes like barely open to read chat. My goodness, I have brushes everywhere. This place is a mess. We're gonna have to clean the studio soon, guys. We were supposed to do that Tuesday, sorry, today is Thursday. We were supposed to do that Tuesday in prep for this, because originally I was going to, like, go get the hat and get some, like, cotton and Diet Green so that we could like do the fluff and everything and do like the more realistic one. But I'm really happy we didn't. I'm happy we did the cartoon. I want to do more cartoon stuff now because it's looking good. It is. I might could have gone a little more drastic on the bottom chin line just to make it like more shapely. But like we live and learn, and then this is a good learning. A very good learning experience.
Have a way. Is this really happening?
Whoa, whoa,
Is this
whoa,
gonna
whoa, whoa. No one asked you to start talking all loudly like... Usually my tabs come up muted, but that one did not. So I'm curious as to who else is even on, because I don't know. There's not a lot on them, and I'm surprised. We'll have to figure out who to raid in a little bit. I am going to take a quick... Actually, with it being 4, it really has been longer than I thought it was. With it being 4, I am going to go ahead and find somebody to raid. Yeah, I am too. So I was planning on staying on for a little bit after the look, but it definitely took longer. So I'm glad that you made it in. My schedule is a little wonky. I was supposed to start at 10 my time, so I was 2 hours late. Yeah, time zones are junk. I work across 6 time zones now. Booze cheese. I can do that. Let's do booze cheese. But yeah, so I totally feel that. And I have been on such a weird schedule, so I'm often on stupid late, even though I'm trying to get on earlier, and I'm hoping with the new computer I'll have some variety in my schedule. But it'll be very planned and all that. So one last little close-eyed, mouth shut look with this, and then I will flip over to my ending screen and we'll set up the raid. So and I suppose I should go make a TikTok or something. Oh, the one in the post like this. I should have grabbed I guess I could do it up here. An ornament. The more character looks that we do, we'll get more creative, and I'll like paint my hair. Oh, like this, like this. There we go. And I'll definitely grab some photos and post them to the Instagrams and everything. We'll get them all up. And I finally turned on the thing that makes it to where this will also export the videos to YouTube's and all that jazz. Oh, Ellie, thank y'all so much. Wonder, thank you. I appreciate y'all all so much for dropping in. So we will be live again on Tuesday, as long as health and everything is good. I'm going to, I think that's the winter relook. Let me pull up my schedule. I want to say that that's the winter relook from 2015. So let's see, it is the 15th. So I was supposed, oh yeah, so okay, so yeah, so the 19th/20th, we're going to do the snowflake look. On the 21st, we're having a Yule stream because it is Yule, so why would we not have a Yuletide holiday celebration? On the 26th, so after Christmas, we'll do a Sugar Plum Nightmare look. And then on the 28th, we're doing a Goodbye 2023 and try to flip the stream and stuff, kind of a maintenance stream for the new year, as lots of things are happening, and I'm very, very excited. Yeah, the Sugar Plum Nightmare, yes. Well, King Leo Fire, you're the bestest. You are the bestest. Yeah, Sugar Plum Nightmare is not going to be like super, super horror and gory, but it is going to be like fantasy dark fairy with like maybe like some like ice growing out of like the cheek or something. We'll come up with something fun. Definitely all the love, and you say awesome too, Ellie. I love y'all to pieces. All right, let's get this raid set up. Go hit the end stream button. All right, we'll sit here and talk to y'all for 4.5 hours that I probably should be trying to get some sleep. Yes, I love the gothic dark fantasy stuff. It's part of why I wanted to go that route, but I was like, how do I do it without going too crazy? So I've been playing with some ideas. All right, so we're gonna go and raid Bucci's, as per Ellie has set up. Thank you, Boogie Oogie, wow, Ellie, Wonder, of course, King Leo Fire, and all of our other lovely chatters and hanger outer lurkers today. It was really fun to turn myself into the Grinch. Not something I ever thought I would do, but I can't complain whatsoever. It was a blast. So we will chat with y'all all later. Let's get this button declicked. And in about 5, 4, 3, 2. I love you all so very much. Thank you all, and we will see y'all on Tuesday. Bye, guys.